Yeah, so recording is on. So good afternoon, students. This is your lecture number 4 of professional practice, law and ethics. So in the last class, we have discussed about functions and duties of promoters under or governed by RERA, that is Real Estate Regulatory Authority. Fine. So today we'll discuss about consultant. Okay. Yeah. So we'll discuss about consultant, a role governed by CEAI. Now, what is CEI? We're going to discuss that. Before that, let's first I'll share my screen. Okay, my screen is visible, right? Please respond in chat box. Am I audible clearly? My screen is visible. Okay, fine. So here I think you can see in this Word file. I think you can see that name of the topic, that is consultants. Okay, and we are going to actually discuss about the role of consultant. Especially we are talking about we'll talk about civil engineering construction work. Okay, so we're going to discuss about consultant work which is governed by CEAI. Now it is not given in the notes, but I want to mention here what is CEAI. CEAI means what? Consulting Engineers Association of India. Okay, you can also write down. So Consulting Engineers Association of India. Okay, and its official website is ceai.org.in. I'll repeat, small letter ceai.org.in. So it's a national level body. Consulting Engineers Association of India is a apex body of consulting engineers in India. Okay, it represents the Indian engineering consultancy professional at the International Federation of Consulting Engineers. And what is the name of the international uh, organization? This is the name of the organization is Federation of Consulting Engineers. In short, FEDCI. Okay, so it's also correlate with the international body. That is, name of the body is International Federation of Consulting Engineers. Okay, and this CEAI, that is Consulting Engineers Association of India, it looks after the interest and enhance of status of consulting engineering. Okay, so it look after the interest and enhance the status of consulting engineering profession in India, and equally concerned with quality development, productivity enhancement, and promotion of ethical practice. Okay, so it's just a kind of a group of people. It's an organization who actually maintain, its main work is to maintain the quality of the consulting work and to follow the ethical practice. Okay, so this is the little basic background of CEAI. So you can also go through this website. You can get all the information about this particular body, that is CEAI in short. So let's come to that main part, that is role govern the role you know carried out by consultant in particular a construction work or any specific civil engineering work. Okay, so generally the work carried out by consultant or consulting engineers maybe okay. Before that, before going to in different part of their work, different stages of work, let's first, there's the basic definition of consulting engineering. Okay, so let's first go through this definition. I think it is, I think you can see here. So it can, I just going to just read out here. So what is consulting engineering? Okay, so what is consulting engineering? It is a professional service that provides basic detailed engineering and construction monitoring or supervision service for all types of project to diverse nature of clients like government, lenders, private companies or owner, industries, developers or contracting companies, okay, etc. Fine. So actually the consulting engineering is what is the main basics, in general, what is their duty? To provide service like basics and detail engineering and construction monitoring and supervision services. Okay, for what type of work? For every engineering work, engineering related work. For they may be for particular client like government, private companies or owner industries, okay, or any other companies. Pure consulting engineers are independent of any association with suppliers, vendors, or fabrication or erectors, and contractors so as to ensure that their service are unbiased. Okay, so it's a very basic and simple definition of what is consulting engineering. So you just go through this. You'll also find out similar kind of definition in Google also. Okay, so let's come to this work done by consultant. So here you can see generally the service provided by consulting engineers may be grouped under three heads. Okay, so all the work done by consultant in a particular project, it is actually categorized under three head. One, work which is done before the project start, that is it is known as pre-project stage. Okay, next, second one is during the project work, that is this it is known as say project stage. Okay, the intermediate stage you can say. And at last, post project stage, that means after project whatever work he should be do. Okay, that's are under post project stage. Okay, so we'll just discuss one by one for now. So under pre project stage, what the work are included for consultants? In general, what you have to do, you have to be prepared. You have to be prepared for your construction work. That means you have to cross check each and every aspect of your project before the starting of the construction work or any civil engineering work. Okay, so if I go in detail, what are the work are there? Like feasibility studies, okay, master plan preparation, then technical evaluation studies, detailed project report preparation, to provide advisory services, okay, to prepare business plan, and to make a environment for training and knowledge transfer. Okay, also a consultant may be available, should be available for management services, technical assistance. Okay, and in some cases, if required, renovation and modernization studies also be needed. Okay, in operation and maintenance studies, that means how we're going to maintain the work and how we're going to operate the work after completion of the work, that is should be done before the construction. And this due diligence studies, we'll going to discuss about this. Okay, so if I go in detail, so what is feasibility study? So I think you were seeing here, all these are pre project stage. Okay, feasibility study. So under feasibility study, what is this? So it's an analysis that takes all of the project's relevant factors into account. Okay, like what? A feasibility study is an analysis that takes all the project's relevant factors into account. Say economic factors, okay, economic sector, technical, legal, and all the scheduling, programming. Okay, this should be considered under feasibility study. Why it is done? To ascertain the likelihood of the completing your project successfully. So this is a like a just first thing that you are going to do, that is a feasibility study. Okay, you are going to find out from where the fund will come, the economical purpose, from where how your technical support will get. Okay, what are the legal legal work that you are going to do for a particular completion of the project, that legal aspect. And scheduling construction means in what period the construction work will be completed. All scheduling will be done before the construction. So it's like an overall study of the project, and it is known as feasibility study. Whether your project going to be existence in the future, coming future or not, this all be discussed in feasibility study. Okay, so you can say it's like a rough feasibility study. Next, number two, we have to go for preparation of master plan. So I think you all know about what is master plan. Let's discuss again. So what is a master plan? It's a dynamic long-term planning document that provides a conceptual layout to guide future growth and development. That means you may not, suppose you are not going to complete the project for now because you don't have that fund. But initially, before starting that, you have to complete your full master plan, including your future plan also. What you are going to construct in a particular area or not. Okay, not now, but in coming future. So all these aspects should be considered in master plan. Okay, so a master plan is, that's why it's called dynamic long-term planning document. Okay, why it's called long term? Because it's also considered the future growth. Okay, that means that the building, it is not constructed yet, or you're not going to construct now, but in future you, if you get fund based on your planning, that we're going to surely going to construct that. Okay, so master plan is a dynamic long term planning document that provides a conceptual layout to guide future growth and development. Fine, I think it is very easy to understand. So master planning is about making the connection between buildings, social setting, and their surroundings environments. Okay, and it includes analysis, recommendation, and proposals for a site's population. Oh yeah, it's not finished here. A master plan includes analysis, recommendation, and proposals for a site's population, economy, housing, transportation, community facilities, and land use. That means all these things, that means including your structure, the other facility that needed by the people that are going to live there, like community facilities, transportation, okay, the other, all the other factors or the different open areas, all these things should be included in your master plan. It is based on public input, survey, okay, planning initiatives, existing developments, physical characteristics, social and economical conditions. Okay, so you just go through this. It's very simple to understand about this master plan. So next, we'll discuss about this technical evaluation studies. So till now, we are only discussing about pre-construction phases. Fine, the work of consultant during pre-construction work. So technical evaluation study is what? It is defined as tests or studies conducted to investigate or determine the technical suitability of an equipment, material, product, process, or system for the intended objective. That means before using a particular techniques, before using a particular component or material, okay, in your civil engineering work, you have to go for testing whether your machinery or your products is of, you know um, quality is good or not. Okay, say for example, if you're going to construct your building, okay, for that you have to first check whether your soil is, whether your soil can bear the your building loads or not. For that you have to go for soil investigation. That means you need to go for different laboratory test, field test of a particular soil at different depth to find out your soil properties that we already discussed in geotechnical engineering little bit. You have to find out soil property. Let's then after that you have to find out bearing capacity of soil. Okay, so like that. That means this is the thing. This is the work that you should do before the construction work. Okay, whether your equipment, suppose you have ordered some equipment for your construction work, and you have to cross check whether your equipment is working good or not. Okay, it should not be like that during the construction is just got damaged. Okay, it will make your extra cost. It will also time consuming also. So it is should this all the technical taste and technical study, it's conduct comprised under or summarized under these technical evaluation studies. Okay, it's like a technical report of your equipment or your material, all these things. Next, detailed project report. I think from the name only you will get the idea. It comprises of whole detailed project report, whole detailed information. Okay, it must have all the information of your particular uh, your project. Fine. So let's read it out. So what is detailed project report? It is the output of planning and design phase of the project. That means You go for planning, you go for design. After that, summarize one report. Okay, based on the your planning, surveying, and design. That report is known as your detailed project report. In short, it is also known as DPR. Okay, it's a very popular name in your civil engineering work. Okay, DPR. So it is what? It is a very detailed and elaborated plan for a project, indicating overall program, different roles and responsibilities, activities, resources required for the project. Every details it is written in this DPR. How one particular going to do their work. Every roles of a particular person. It will be written in a detailed project report. Okay. Next, advisory services. So a consultant also needed to provide the advisory services. What about these advisory services? So these are provided with a goal to support undertakings and overcome weakness in specific areas like finance, business, legal, etc. For example, a lawyer, a doctor, or a certified public accountant, like that. That means you should hire for a particular specific area, like for a legal matter you have to hire one lawyer. Okay, you can also consult one doctor for your safety, for safety environment, to create safety environment. How, what is the step you have to follow during the construction work? I'm talking about safety of yours, safety of your laborers, okay, even safety, overall safety of the project. So you have to consult the doctor or any public accountant, a certified public accountant. So for your handling your finance matters. So you can also a consultant can provide an advisory service to that client. Fine. So next, business plan. So what is business plan? It is a document describing a business, its products and service, how it earns money, like that. So it's not like it's always necessary for particular. Suppose you are going for a construction building commercially. Okay, if you are going for a commercial building, okay, that means you have, why you have done for commercial building. That means you want some revenue for from that particular area or particular construction. That means how will get this value that you are investing in a construction work, how can you get the return by doing a business. This will be all the that planning will be elaborated in this business plan. Okay, what's your business plan related to your project you are involved in? This all be given in this business plan document. Next, knowledge transfer. It's just like a ethical term, knowledge transfer. It's not like that. It's like a it's like a ethical term. Okay, fine. So what is this? It is a process by which experienced employees share and distribute their knowledge, skills and behaviors to the employees, replacing them. That means it is you will not get this thing in IS code. It is like an ethical term. Fine. So you have to realize that you should, as a consultant, you should convey your information or share your experience or share your knowledge with your colleague or your juniors, so that they can uh, deal with the situation even after you left. Okay, so that means it's what is knowledge sharing. It's, I think you'll get this idea. Knowledge sharing, it's a process by which experienced employees share and or distribute their knowledge, skill, and behavior to the employees, replacing them. Next, service manager. So they are what? They are typically responsible for managing service level agreement with customer and external service provider. So it is not that so much to discuss. It's, you can also go through this service manager. So technical assistance. What is technical assistant? Same, almost similar, not different. So it is a non-financial assistance provided by a local or international specialist. It can take the form of sharing information and expertise, instructions, skill training, transmission of working knowledge, and consulting service, and also may involve the transfer of technical data. So it's like you can go for organizing a workshop, or you can also go for a training program, organize a training program for your labor, or Why? Because why this training program or workshop is needed to get updated with time. Okay, since the with due course of time, the different equipment is may come in market, so you have to handle with proper knowledge. So for that knowledge, you have to organize one skill training program or workshop or something like that. If you're not if you're not organizing, just take the get out the information where it is, or this kind of event is going on, so you can also go there, just take part of the workshop or skill training program. You can also encourage your colleague or labor. Okay, so it's like a responsibility, you can say, that technical assistant you should give to your colleague or to your labor that working under you. Okay, so this is a very important work or responsibility, you can, I can say. uh, it will given as technical assistance. Okay, yeah. Next, yeah, due diligence is what? It's a investigations, or you can say audit or review performed to confirm the facts of a matter under consideration. So in the financial world, due diligence requires an examination of financial records before entering into a proposed transaction with another party. So actually, this actual due diligence mainly dealing with your financial record. That means what expenses all should be recorded. Okay, so this whatever this study related to your finance, okay, related to your fund, it is this investigation is mainly known as due diligence. Okay, yeah. So I think detail engineering is under. Let me check. Hold on. Okay, before that, yeah, we already discussed about this pre-project stage. So pre-project stage is included its feasibility study, master plan. Okay, technical evaluation studies, detailed project reports, advisory studies, business plan, then training and knowledge transfer. Okay, technical assistance that we already discussed. Okay, this renovation and modernization services, I think it is not mentioned in these notes, so you can also go through in Google. I think it is very easy to find out. Just type in Google, you will find some information about that, even about operation and maintenance studies. I think if I want to say about this operation and maintenance study, it is actually meaning dealing with your um, after construction period, how you're going to deal with this. That means operation, how you're going to operate this, how you're going to maintain the particular work or after the construction. This all be studies before the construction, and these studies is under operational maintenance studies. So due diligence studies already discussed with you. Fine. So let's discuss about project stage. That means during the project, what you have to do. Okay. So it's comprises of some work. There are detailed design and engineering work, tender preparation or tender documents. Okay. Procurement assistance, inspection and expediting. Okay, expediting, construction monitoring or supervision. I think you will know this term, supervision. Project management, during the project you have to go for project management. Quality management, quality may include the quality of everything, quality of labor, quality of product. Okay, everything. Health and safety and environment, it's very important term. Then assistance during commissioning. Okay, so let's discuss if it is there in the notes. Let me check. Detail engineering is there. So what is detail engineering? So these are studies which creates a full definition of every aspect of a project development. It includes all the studies to be performed before project construction start. I think detail engineering is also a part of pre project stage. Okay. So what is what is detail engineering? This is a study which create full definition of every aspect of project development. Okay, and include all the studies to be performed before project construction start. So it's actually the same thing that we already discussed in the previous section. So let's discuss. I think we already discussed about tender. Okay, so in the previous classes also, I think we have already mentioned this tender. So tender is what? It's just a document or submission, or is a just a standard form. It is made by a contractor in response to an initiative to tender. That means if you're going to propose one work, if you go to find out, it's like an application form. Okay, tender is like application form that you are going to, or you are seek for that particular work, that I want to do that work. Okay, I can do this work within this amount of fund. So please give this project to me. So it's like a tender application. Okay, so it makes an offer. That means the tender document, it make an offer for a supply of goods or services. Tender documents may be prepared for a range of contracts, such as equipment supply, the main construction contract, okay, including design by contractor, demolition and enabling works. That means suppose you are a consultant, and suppose you need uh, some work is should be done in your field, like you need some equipment, okay, machinery equipment, but you don't have. That means you can apply for a tender. You can openly, you will go for tender, then somebody will know, approach you, which experience, which have some experience on this particular area. I'm talking about supplying goods or service, say. Okay, so that company will approach you, and you can get, or you can give the tender to that particular company. So it's like a taking help of other sub firm or company. Fine. So yeah, procurement assessment is what it helps. Where it is, yeah, it helps a procurement professional to ensure that a business has a constant supply of material equipment. That means a consultant during the construction period, a consultant should ensure that the material required for the construction work should be available on time. Okay, that means the process of transportation of foods or any goods or component material equipment to the construction site, it should be maintained, okay, by a consultant, and he will work as a procurement assistant. They work primarily in their administrative capacity, doing tasks such as scheduling material purchase and delivery and verifying current inventory. So, yeah, this is the kind of a separate work that a consultant can do during the construction. Okay, maintaining the materials, equipment, okay, or maintaining the report also, or preparing the documents, like that. Next, expediting is what? It's a concept in purchasing and project management for securing the quality and timely delivery of good and component. So yeah, it is already mentioned to you. That means a consultant also responsible for timely delivery of the goods and component in the particular site. He should look after, or he or she, a consultant engineer should responsible or should look after the particular matter, that is that equipment or a cement, or say, if I give example of construction work, the what kind of material needed in construction, like cement, aggregate, okay, reinforcement road, isn't it, and any other material. Okay, this should be uh, reach your particular site on time where it needed. It should be there for construction. If it is not there on time, it will delay your project and it will cost your extra fund. Okay, so it's a very crucial work. Construction project progress monitoring, it's just also, it's a almost similar work. Construction progress monitoring, so it's a inspection that ensure that proposed construction is consistent with the fund that are being requested from the contractor. A construction process monitoring also verifies that the work completed is consistent with plan and specification. Okay, so it's like a technical work to verify or to inspect whether the fund is utilized properly, okay, in a particular work. You have a consultant must monitor the fund flow, the flow of the fund in a particular work. Okay, and you have to, a consultant have to also cross check whether the work is going on as per the planning or not. Okay, whether it is uh, as per whatever time is fixed for a particular work, whether the work is fixed completed, whether this time period or not, this should be cross checked every time. by this consultant. Okay, and this is the work under construction monitoring uh, work. Okay, or we can say construction progress monitoring work. Then yeah, you can say expediting is one kind of a work. That is what it is a concept of purchasing or project management for securing the quality and timely delivery of goods and components. Oh yeah, it is already mentioned, right? Next one is your yeah, project management. It is also a simple thing to understand. The project management is what it's a very important because it's bring leadership and direction to project. So I think you also heard this term that project manager is there. A designation will be there, project manager. Okay, so overall, project manager is a captain of particular work. Okay, he's a responsible for every aspect of work. Okay, he will be assisting all the sub responsible person. Okay, he is the main responsible person in a particular project because he have to manage all these things, how project run, whether the project run properly or not, whether the fund is investing in a proper manner or not. Everything should be maintained. The quality of the work should be maintained by this project manager. Yeah, again, I just take the name quality. For quality manager also, there was separate designation is there, quality manager. Okay, so manager or quality management, it's the specific or specific area where only that quality aspect is only taken in consideration. Okay, so quality is an act of overseeing all activities and tasks that must be accomplished to maintain a desired level of excellence. This includes the determination of quality policy, creating and implementing quality planning and assurance, and the quality control and quality improvement. That means starting from preparing the quality report, okay, or whether the quality is maintained or not during this site. This quality of component, quality of labor, quality of work, quality of fund, every aspect, or every aspect means I'm talking about quality only. Okay, maintaining the quality of every aspect should be maintained by this quality manager. Okay, fine. So yeah, this is all about your project consultant. Okay, the engineering consultant during the project. And yeah, the post project state, it is not mentioned here in detail, but yeah, you will get the basic idea about that. Post project stage means what? Even after the construction, it is not like your responsibility is completed. Okay, as a consultant, you should be responsible even after the construction of the building or your construction also, whether your building is working well or not, whether the other services that provided within the structure is there working on or not, is something is in somehow some mechanical some dropping will be there. So you have to be responsible for that. You have to maintain that. We have to repair that everything. So there is a responsibility even after the project, and it is under operation and maintenance consultancy. Okay, that means this work is done by consultant engineers after construction for the maintaining the quality of engineers. Okay, so yeah, it is all about the consulting engineers. I think you have little bit idea about that. If you have some idea, you can, I think you will get all the information from the Google. Also, you can also search in Google, or you can also go through the link that already given in the your ERP portal. Follow that link, go to the link, you will get more details. But for now, these things is also enough to know something, okay, about consultant. In coming years, you can get more idea about consultant. Okay, in future, if you are going to be a consultant for a particular company, then it will help you for do your duty. Okay, so you have to be segregate your work by you have duty after project, during the project, and also even after project. Okay, so yeah, here I want to conclude my class. That means if you have any doubt, you can ask me, or I'll just stop my recording here. Okay, anything to ask? समझ में आया कि नहीं? I think it's very simple to easy to understand. I don't think anything hard in this